Hey, this is David and welcome to our YouTube channel. That's the line? Alright, 1, 2, 3, start. Hi, this is David. Welcome to our YouTube channel, and today we are going to be talking about our English interviews. I am the International Education Counselor at YERO. As you all know, for you to be able to live and work in the USA, you have to have a particular level of English. And for us to be able to send you, we have to create an interview to determine your English proficiency level. And I am the counselor in YERO that is responsible for dealing with students. So we make calls in a week, maybe twice a week or once a week with our students to help them practice their English. So every week we call our students living in Ankara to come to our office and we have English practices with them. And don't worry, we won't be making you tired and bored with that English grammar and test that you don't want to do. No, we are going to be having very enlightening, very productive and very controversial topics we will be speaking about in our classrooms. In fact, our students love our speaking clubs because we talk about different topics like debates, we play a lot of games just to make and keep your English fresh. Okay. On the weekends, we have a 3-hour class, and I know when you just hear, let me just stop you there. When you hear 3 hours, you're gonna be like, oh my God, I don't wanna have a 3-hour English class because it's gonna be boring. No, just wipe that out, because these 3 hours, you would wish it never stopped, because we are having pure speaking classes and it's very inclusive. Everyone tries to speak, everyone tries to gain confidence, everyone tries to express themselves, because when you go to the US, you will be needing a lot of this. So now let's talk about the interviews, and I'm very sure this is the moment you're waiting for. The interviews, actually, we just ask about your daily life, what you're doing, about your school, about fun. You know, we don't want to make you bored with our English interviews, so we try to make it a little bit fun, and we try to talk about things that will make you a little bit more comfortable. So for our students in Ankara, we have a face-to-face interview. And I don't want you to get scared because I'm using the word interview. No, it's just a friendly conversation. You speak and I speak. You speak. If you make a mistake, I correct you. That is the only way you can learn, because I know a lot of students, they don't want to speak English because they think they are not perfect, but no one is perfect. So I can help you to become better at speaking. So coming to the interview questions, we can ask you some questions about maybe your school, or about your family, talk about your siblings, talk about why you chose your department, and so on. And sometimes I do get some funny answers, because there was a day I was speaking with a girl on the phone. She told me that she said something and I actually didn't really hear what she said. So I asked her to repeat herself, and she said, could you repeat after me? And immediately she just reversed and she was like, oh, she's not supposed to say that. She's supposed to say, please, what did you say? And she was like, could you repeat after me? She was like, no, sorry. Okay, I didn't really understand it. And it was like a fun moment. I don't want you to think that you're gonna get bored when you are on the phone with us or when you're having an interview. And I don't want you to get nervous, because there is no need to be nervous. Just see me as a friend that you are trying to practice your English with. Whew. So for our students that want to go to work and travel, we normally advise them to practice a lot of English when they don't come to YERO International. And one of the ways I tell them to practice is, just watch TV series. You're having fun, you're learning a new language, you're practicing your language, and you are even developing your listening. And this is going to help you to practice more. Remember, the more you listen, the more you speak. Because a lot of people are just hearing, but they're not listening. I usually tell my students to watch maybe some American TV series to just give them like a spectrum about the American lifestyle. And I have feedbacks from my students telling that it really helps them in improving their language, because you know, when you watch TV series, you are listening to what they are saying, you are learning the American culture, you're learning those phrases, you know, they have some slangs, and if you put that in your language, it's going to help you tremendously. And for our students that aren't living in Ankara, I don't want you to be sad, because I know you're like, okay, we're just caring for the people in Ankara. No, we actually don't leave you out of the picture, because every day or twice a week we call you on phone and we try to make English practices with you. And this is very vital for you, because you get to speak English with someone who is international, and whenever you make any mistake, we try to help you for you to be able to improve. Are you having a grammatical problem, or do you have a speaking problem? Or are you even shy when you speak in English? The address? YERO. Come to YERO, because you're going to have the opportunity to be tutored by international counselors, and they will help you build your vocabulary, help you build your grammatical errors, and help you build your confidence. The confidence that I know that most of you want when you speak in English, because sometimes you don't want to speak English because you think you're not enough. But I think every single student out there that wants to go to work and travel can speak English. I want you to be positive about yourself. I want you to come to YERO and just come. Let's have a conversation. Let's talk. I don't want to call it an interview. I don't want to put that formal name that's gonna scare you off. No, I want us to just have a conversation. And trust me, within a few weeks, you are going to be speaking English the way you always wanted to. All right, that's it from me, and I don't want to give you too much information about our company. So just come to YERO and let's have a conversation. All right, catch you. Bye-bye. Thank you for listening to me.